Cover two man is one of my favorite defenses in this game. I'm going to teach you how to become a cover two demon. So first things first, cover two man exists in pretty much every formation. But what we're looking for is cover two man out of a three-man front. That is my favorite way to run it. So as you can see here, dime 2-3 odd. I think every playbook has dime. If you have 2-3 odd, then you have this cover two man with a three-man front, right? If you don't have that, just take a look at some of your formations with a three-man front. Like if you have 3-3 stack, you have this cover two man with a three-man front on the right side of the screen. So you can use that one. Yeah, so look for your three-man fronts and then get into your cover two play. Now, what you want to do is go to your coaching, your depth chart, and you want to sub out your linebackers. Go to sub linebacker right here. Sub out your linebacker. You can already see I've done it, but I have safeties in at linebacker. I have my fastest safeties there. So I have 91 speed and an 88 speed at linebacker. So instead of having slow linebackers, manned up on the running back and the tight end, I got super fast safeties, and that's just going to help you with your coverage. One thing to note, if you do change it in this screen here at the sub linebacker level, it is a universal change. So if you get into a different formation, then you'll have your subbed linebackers in, which isn't a big deal for me because I always do this. Like I always want my safeties in the game. But if you don't want to do that, then you can just do it at this level here at the formation level. You just get in here and press triangle, and then you can sub them out here at the formation level, and then it'll just be formation specific. All right, so that's how you want to set it up. So I'm going to go get into 2-3 odd, and then we're going to do random deep play, deep pass. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, go ahead and check out the links in the description or the top pinned comment. I have links out to some of my premium videos. Videos like the Guaranteed Picks Blueprint, which is an insane video where I teach you how to get multiple interceptions per game, how I easily do that. Points on demand, one play touchdown setups. This is a video that I made that shows how I cook cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, palms, quarters, everything for one play touchdowns out of a formation that exists in every single playbook. There's also easy pre-snap tells where you can actually know whether or not your opponent is going to run or pass the ball pre-snap with 100% accuracy. So that's pretty insane. But and there's other videos. So if you're enjoying this video and you just sort of like how I teach content and want to learn more and go deeper, go ahead and check out those links. Okay, now back to the video. All right, so boom. First things first, cover two man, it is a man-to-man defense with two deep safeties. Your safeties up here, they are going to be responsible for if any of your DBs get beat, they're going to help out underneath. You have to, so they do provide pretty good coverage over the top. I almost never get beat for anything like over the top and deep against cover two man. Your DBs underneath, they're playing underneath coverage, which is great because you have help over the top, so that's not a big deal. And yeah, so it's like super simple. It's a man coverage with help over the top. Now let's get into why I like it from a three-man front instead of a four-man front. With the four-man front, with this three-man front, I free roam as this safety right here, right? This super fast. I think he's a 91 speed because I subbed him in. I have a 91 speed safety right here, so I can essentially do whatever I want with him. Now, because it is a three-man pass rush instead of four, then you're sacrificing sheds from your D line. In this game, if you're not rushing four, then your guys pretty much are like never going to get shedded. They're like never shed. Like if you rush four, you can get pretty good to decent sheds. If you're rushing three or less, then they're just never going to shed. So just know that your coverage on the back end has to be solid. because if the quarterback is patient, he can just wait and stand back there and bake a pizza, make a phone call, and then just finally throw it when someone's open. So just know that. All right, so there's not a whole lot to go over with cover two man because it's a man defense, but I just want to show you the nuances that I do to make it super super effective. Right. So if they come out with a running back in the backfield like this, you can see that the safety slash linebacker that's manned up on him right here, he's out of position. So when that happens, I just do this. I just switch and I put the safety that's in the best position, which is him, on him for the play, and then I just switch and I user this right here. Okay, so just that's the first adjustment that that you can make. Oh, all right, he hiked the ball, and then you just help out on something over the middle, boom, just like that. And you can see how he had like a ton of time. So let's watch the replay. Oh, and one other thing about man coverage, you don't want to run man coverage against a team that's dramatically better than you. Like I play as BYU, I'm not going to run man coverage against Alabama. But if the team is like equal, if they're also like tier 4, tier 5, then yeah, then I can have some pretty good success running man coverage. But if their guys are just all faster and better than yours, then they're just going to cook you. So get out of man. If you play as a tier 1 team, if you're like a Alabama, Texas, Georgia guy, then you can pretty much run man whenever you want, and you're going to have good success. All right, but you can see here, so I zone. So what I am doing is kind of just playing as like a hole defender in the middle of the field. I'm just helping out on what I see break open. So I saw this drag that looked like it was, or not a drag, this crosser that looks like it was getting open. Then I decided to stop, boom. I'm going to wait for this. And then I pick that up underneath. So I'm just helping out there. And then you can see the two safeties over the top, they drop back and they provide great help over the top. So nothing is open downfield. And then if you take a look at the quarterback, he has all the time in the world because like I said, anytime you rush only 3 in this game, you are not going to get sheds. You're just not. So just know that your coverage downfield needs to be on point. Okay, you need to have a good user and it needs to be on point. Now, let's get into nuances. This is a corner over here. What I like to do in this coverage is to turn it into sort of like a match coverage on the slot defender. Okay, now I have a corner over here. So if I pull up his adjustments, I can't put him on a curl flat. I'm looking for a curl flat, and I can't put him on a curl flat because he's a corner. Okay, so I'm not able to do the thing that I want to do on that side of the field, but I would be able to do it over here on the other side of the field. Like you see number 2 there in the slot. So what I like to do is I will adjust R1 and put him on a curl flat. Okay, like that. And then what I'll do is, for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to user him and then I'll put square on the running back. And let me just put him in a better position. All right, so what I'm doing is this. I'm creating sort of like and this is a lot of times the only adjustment that I'll do. Ignore my play art, okay? Ignore that. What I'm sort of doing is creating like a match coverage on number 2 in the slot, okay? Now, if number 2, let's say he goes vertical and runs a corner route, we got that super bagged. This curl flat is going to pick that up, right? We all know, based on if you've watched my other videos, we know how the curl flat plays. The curl flat, he reroutes, so he's going to chip number 2, then he's going to expand into the flat. That's awesome. That's awesome for us. Because we also have our eyes on number 2, okay? If he chips number 2 and number 2 runs across the middle of the field, then we got that. We're on that, and that's not a problem. The curl flat, so the curl flat, because he expands into the flat, he's going to be able to pick up anything that breaks towards the flats, like an out route, a corner route, flat pattern, wheel route. He's on all that. Like, I'll never be in position to get there. However, I'm in better position if he cuts across the middle of the field. So this is what I mean. Let's let him hike the ball. We get the reroute, boom. I hate how fast the computer passes the ball in practice mode. All right, so let's do it on this side. This other side looks better. So what I'll do is, remember, we can't put our corners on the curl flats, but we can put our slots. And so this is going to be our user. So what I'm going to do here is put L1 on a curl. So if he breaks left, then I know the curl got him, and then I can just zone off and help on anything. If number 5 breaks towards the middle of the field, I can pick him up, and then we still have the curl on this side of the field to help out with like any drags or anything that might be breaking from the right to the left side. That's why this works so well. So we'll let the computer hike the ball, and boom, you saw that. And my AI got cooked, but we did our job, right? So let's break it down. So you can see what I mean here, right? So we're looking at number 5 in the slot. We're sort of like, I've sort of created like a match. I'm going to match if he goes right. If he goes left, then the AI will match him. We have a curl flat, and he is going to take him because he's going left. Great. That means I can zone off and help over the middle of the field. And that's exactly what I do. So I'm just waiting. And, you know, I played good coverage. I'm not sure what happened to number 23 there. He just got bumped, it looks like, and homeboy broke open for a touchdown. But we did our job, right? And you can see, look at the quarterback. Look, he's got all the time in the world. He's got all day. So just know, I keep saying it, anytime you send only 3, you're not going to get any sheds, which is cool. If you like to hunt interceptions like I do, sometimes you'll take that, especially if you're playing like a bad passer. Like, you kind of want to keep the ball in his hands. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's not always a bad thing. But you see what I'm talking about though? Like, you see how we created that match coverage on number 5 in the slot? So boom, he's headed there. He's already on the curl flat pattern, so I'm not worried about that. I can zone off and help over the middle of the field. So we're going to do it on the left side here. Boom. Create that +1 on the left. See what number 5 does. All right, we're zoning off. Again, it's practice mode, guys, so the computer is going to make perfect reads. They are literally programmed to make perfect reads. If you play Road to College Football Playoffs, it's not gonna work like this. You're gonna have way more success. Get the reroute, so we got to pick that up. So we're on that. That was a really good example there. Anytime you see the reroute, because like on the last play, you saw how when it was an outbreaking route, there is no reroute. If you're seeing the reroute, if you're seeing the chip, you know it's coming your direction. So you got to be, when you see this, you know it's coming your way, and you got to be ready for it. So boom, I'm like, okay, I'll pick that up, right? Now he gets to zone off. Where's my icon? All right, whatever. So now he gets to zone off and be a +1, and he helps on this side of the field. See that? So he gets to help. We got that. Everything is bagged. Look downfield. Everything is bagged. And it's all because of this one technique where you put one of your slots on a curl, and you just want to match. Oh shit, it's coming my way. Boom. See, in this one technique where you just put your slot on a curl, and then you bracket based on the direction that the wide receiver breaks. It's that easy. Check it out. So I'm faking the blitz. I fake like I'm going to blitz, and then I peel off. Boom. The reroute, we know it's coming our way. It looks open. It's not. That's ours. Bow. Hold triangle. Pick the ball. All because look how far, like we're so far inside. The leverage is so insane. Like, you can't complete that pass. Like, our leverage is just too good. So it doesn't matter. Anything in breaking and over the middle is going to be yours. Now, let's say, look at this this in route that's breaking across the middle of the field, right underneath me here. Say your opponent hits that route. Well, guess what? Because you have that curl flat's going to be there to play it. You know what I'm saying? Like this curl flat here, let's imagine he threw it here to this guy breaking across the middle. The curl flat could play that and potentially pick it off. And that's it. That's how you do it, guys. One last time. So I'll put R1, I'll put him on the curl flat. I'm going to man him up. And now I'm going to do this, and I'm going to fake the blitz and then pop back out. All right, now I can zone off. We got the deep safety. Boom. Let's see how that worked. All right, so we can see number 2 there. We get the reroute, and it doesn't end up coming our way, which is fine. We get the curl. We got the curl flat that's helping out, but then we have the safety over the top. So he's bracketed underneath and over the top. That's a very difficult pass to make, and because he didn't come our way, we can now free roam and help out on anything that breaks over the middle of the field. Nothing broke open. He has to get rid of the ball. He has to try something, and it's locked down. We got a safety over the top. All right, so that is how I am running cover 2 now. That is how I'm running cover 2 now. It's very simple. It's just a couple of adjustments. Boom, you can see it just like that. I got my adjustments set, and you just watch whomever it is you're bracketing, see what you can do to help them out. That's me, and that's our ball. Bam. So try it out, guys. Hopefully you guys liked this video because I had a ton of fun making it. I'm loving this strategy. I'm using it quite a bit now. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Bye.